Sunday Guardian has reported that the United States has privately informed India that it will not offer unconditional support in a war with Pakistan, with decisions driven by American national interests. Nearly 5 years after India and the US signed the 2021 agreement to co-develop an air-launched unmanned aerial vehicle, the project faces delays with no official updates on its progress. PTC Industries and Aerolloy Technologies have operationalized India's largest intelligent open die forging system at their Lucknow facility, enabling precision manufacturing of complex titanium and advanced alloy components for next-generation engines. Cochin Shipyard has delivered the second of 8 anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft to the Indian Navy that features over 80% indigenous content. Goa Shipyard Limited has achieved a major milestone by launching the first next-generation offshore patrol vessel for the Indian Navy and delivering a patrol vessel to the Indian Coast Guard. Israel Weapon Industries has offered its ARBEL system to India, which is a computerized fire control technology that can be integrated with Negev light machine guns, that improves handheld weapon accuracy by correcting shooter errors like stress and fatigue. New Delhi-based D-Propulse Aerospace has unveiled a 5 kN rotating detonation engine combustor with an Aerospike nozzle, making it suitable for hypersonic missiles and high-speed drones. Officials have said that Project Kusha is emerging as a cost-effective and sovereign alternative to the S-400, offering similar capability at 40% lower cost, cheaper interceptors, 100% control over mission software, and full domestic life cycle support. Bangalore-based firm ICGS design-developed semiconductor chips have been cleared for integration into the Super Sukhoi's next-generation Virupaksha radar. The chips have passed rigorous testing and are claimed to meet global benchmarks. The Indian Army is seeking the development of an indigenous loitering munition system that can be launched directly from existing 81mm smoke grenade launchers mounted on main battle tanks. The Indian Army has issued a tender for a multi-barrel swarm launcher system that will launch 40 drones or miniature missiles in a single salvo, overwhelming enemy air defenses through simultaneous multi-threat engagement and even counter-drone roles. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has provided a visual update on the Tejas MK1A program, showing 18 aircraft lined up, but only 8 jets have been fitted with engines and placed in Cat A or B readiness levels, indicating they are closer to final assembly and flight testing, while the remaining were without engines, reflecting phased production as HAL awaits F-404 engine supplies from the US, which has clearly fallen short of the required delivery schedule. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited's assurance that F-404 engine issues would be resolved by end of March 2026 has not translated into actual deliveries, with 0 Tejas MK1A aircraft handed over to the Indian Air Force, against the promised 5 MK1A jets by end of March 2026. Defense Security Asia has reported that France will not provide source code access for key Rafale fighter jet systems, including radar mission computer and electronic warfare suite, limiting India's ability for independently modifying and integrating indigenous weapons. The issue impacts the proposed 114 MRFA deal and raises long-term dependency concerns. Without source code, India would remain structurally dependent on French technical authorities for future upgrades, system modifications, and threat library within the Spectre suite, limiting flexibility during conflict scenarios requiring rapid adaptation to evolving threat environments. If France maintains its source code refusal, India faces the prospect of fielding a large fleet whose core electronic architecture remains externally controlled, raising long-term upgrade cost and causing delays in upgrade timelines. Today's top 3 comments.
Omar dropped it.